Hey, hi, I'm Sub Senior, aka Rajesh Subramanian.
Hi, I'm Sub Junior, aka Vyom Subramanian.
And together we
Yeah.
are the Football
Football
Subs. So it's great to be back for another fun filled episode. Some good facts, some reviews. What are we going to cover, Sub Junior?
We're gonna cover some Champions League fixtures, a review of the Champions League,
We'll start with that.
and
What shall we start with first?
obviously Sub Senior's favorite one. It's the Champions League we're gonna start with.
Excellent. So, what happened? We did have our second round of this extended Champions League tournament. Any particular games that stood out, or was it business as usual?
Mm, Some games stood out, and like we're gonna start on a quite a surprising final score.
Yeah,
A match with a surprising final score. And guess what that is? Yes, it's Aston Villa v Bayern Munich.
yeah, that was
1
fun.
0 Aston Villa.
They won, didn't they? And that makes it two in a row for them. In fact, are they the only Premier League? No, I think Liverpool also won, but we'll come to that in a bit. Two wins out of two for Aston Villa after 40 odd years of not even being in the Champions League. Tell us a little bit more.
And so, as you know, and
Who scored? It is
Oliver,
no, it was John Duran, the super substitute again. So John Duran again, the super sub. Did you know he's already scored something like 6 or 7 goals this season, and all of them coming on as a substitute?
yeah, not
He's
bad.
he spotted, or well, he had an amazing shot, atrocious shot from one side.
Maybe because of this topic, maybe later in this week's episode we can talk about which super subs or
Maybe let's do that. But coming back to that late goal, he saw the Manuel Neuer out of his line, and he just whipped it in, and it went in. And the whole Villa Park was on fire. And do you know who's one of the biggest Aston Villa supporters in England, in the UK? Prince William, the Prince of Wales. He actually is also the honorary chairman of the Football Association, but he is a lifelong Aston Villa supporter, and he was there jumping and cheering for joy. Oh, what scenes! How do the other English teams do? English and Scottish teams?
the other teams did really nice, and they
So let's talk about the top two teams in England. They did have a slow start in week one, which was 0-0 draws. What happened in this match day?
in this time Manchester City will start with the team that won the title last year, Manchester City.
Yeah, what happened to them?
Classic thrashing.
Classic thrashing. How many goals did they score?
4.
Oh my God.
A whooping 4.
And of course, was Erling Haaland there in the match or
Yeah,
it's scoring?
he was.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, classic thrashing, and they're back to their goal scoring form. How about Arsenal? What happened to Arsenal?
They beat PSG. I mean, a bit surprising, but I mean, if you see last year PSG, they were really good. But now that Mbappe is left, I feel now everyone now. Do you guys notice something? It feels like that Mbappe was doing literally all of the work. Like if you see him not in PSG, then the PSG players aren't really doing that well.
I don't know. That's a good point actually. Look, he was their star player, but they do have the workhorses. They have some. They have a very good backline. They have some young talent. So yeah, 2-0 to the Arsenal. Yes, you're right about Mbappe playing a big role. But if you think about it, they still have a good young team. They have some great talent, some superstars, and they have an amazing coach. Who's their coach?
Luis Enrique.
That is so true. In fact, there were some very fond stories that were going around. The lot of the bromance between Arteta and Enrique, where when Arteta was playing with Enrique in the past, he was welcomed
For
with
Spain.
flying colors and everything, and it was such a great stories. Everyone was happy with each other. But the reality was that that wasn't enough because the Arsenal delivered 2-0 to the Arsenal. And once they scored both the goals, they defended out of their skin, didn't they? What's the matter? That's very funny. So, okay, let's start. What else happened? Liverpool won again, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. They're getting to be a bit of a procession. Anyway, they did that. So, yeah, so that's some good results with Liverpool, and the English teams had a good run. What happened to the in the rest of the Champions League? Any shocking, surprising results? What about the big ones from Spain? Barcelona had a shocker in the first one,
Oh yes.
but they bounced back with a 5-0 win in the second one. So they're back, well and truly back.
Robert Lewandowski scoring.
Yeah, quite a
Two.
lot. That was brilliant. What about the other one, Real Madrid?
Yeah.
Wasn't that a shock?
They're not. Yeah, they're not really having a good one.
Well, yes, but yeah, they did lose some in the La Liga.
I don't think they should have gotten Mbappe because he weren't fit. So let's start with the defensive line. You've got Courtois in goal, Mendy left back, Carvajal right back, and Rudiger centre back, as well as Lucas Vasquez, and then you just go forward to the front line, and then you see there's Vinicius Junior on the left, Rodrigo on the right, and Mbappe at the front. But
Bellingham?
oh yeah, and Bellingham at cam. But if you don't, but you know the manager has to deal with the ego as well, and Mbappe doesn't really like to play in the position he's put in, striker, because he's really skillful and he can hit it really. He has the pace, but strikers don't really need all of that. They just need good shot accuracy, good long shot, and good pace.
That is true.
Mbappe has that, but he's more of a left winger to me.
So yeah, that the positioning is the key thing. Is that what you think went wrong? They did lose, right, to LOSC, Lille. So they did lose to Lille 1-0. 1-0 is always tight, but a loss is a loss. And for Real Madrid, who's a proud 15-time winner of the Champions League, this will sting. Sure, they will be back because of the way this format is. It goes on and on. But yeah, that is the issue. What you just described in depth about the various positionings and so on. They just need to get it right, don't they? In fact, there's a lot of rumor mills that Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's going to be out of a contract, is the Liverpool centre back who can play midfielder and throw long balls and score goals and do all those things. Real Madrid is interested in him. In fact, I was having a chat with a couple of my friends, some lads over a pint or two. You know who they're interested in for the future? William Saliba or Gabriel, because they are stars. They're world class. So, and would they pass up a chance to play for Real Madrid? No. So you never know. But that's what happened, and that's what happens in match days like this. So good observation. What happened to? I'm sorry. What happened to the Scottish team, Celtic?
They lost.
They got thrashed.
7-1.
7-1. They got completely thrashed. Wow. So that's what happened. But look, if you think about it, after the first two match days now, there's still a lot of opportunity, a lot of good things that have happened. The teams that should be in the top are in the top in most cases. So we just have to keep on seeing what happens. Yes?
Yes.
Good. So let's take a break now, and after we come back, we'll focus on the rest of the football.